Just as I went live, we had a train passing. I just wanted to share some of the views. I think we have exited maybe at the tail end of New Mexico. Close your eyes. It'll be over in a minute. Maybe. What a bad time for a live stream. There we go. Well, you guys I kind of miss showing you the Red Rock. Now we have the Tan Rock. Boy, did you guys miss a sight. I'll leave it up for Michigan Swamp Hoppers in the house. This can hold nothing to the view. That I would say so far the most beautiful view was New Mexico, but I haven't been to Arizona or Sedona yet. We're on a bridge, short one. The clouds are pretty amazing. And we just left Albuquerque. Our train is running about 2 or 3 hours late right now. We were supposed to arrive at 8:10, I think, and now we're looking at about 11 p.m. Arizona time. Sleep was a little rough last night for both of us. Is there power outlets in the room? Yes. And you see, you get one outlet. So I brought that. So we have several options available. Let's see who asked that. Yeah, and also, Brett, they have a car for someone if you needed to bring oxygen tanks or something like that. They do have a special car which is very, very large, that would accommodate anything that someone would need if they were bringing any medical equipment or anything on the train. They also have red cap service that would help you get on the train before anyone else gets on the train. They have it together for sure. That I cannot lie. But I do believe we are about to see the sunset here. And I thought I'd bring a little bit of that to you. Here we are. I'll show you the room at. Okay. So there's a mirror image of that right across from me. And right here, AJ is sleeping or laying down above my head right now. And then, so it's basically like a large closet. That seat is 28 inches wide, and I'm sitting in another one. It folds down into a bed. This bed folds up, but because she wants to use it, we have it down, and there's definitely enough room for my head. So look at that beautiful sky. As we wind down the evening. Mean Wolverine. I didn't check before I went live. I think I'm still in New Mexico. We just left Albuquerque about a half hour ago, maybe a little bit more. The train does stop periodically for air brakes. Let's go down here. There we go. That's easier on me. For air brakes or cigarette breaks, depending on your needs. I have seen some very amazing things out this window today. That would be it would be an under. I'd be lying if I didn't tell you that. Stuff. As a matter of fact, we passed by this one stream, and it was mixed with the red mud, so it was was just like pure red, like not quite blood red, but just a very intense color red. And then I did see they have a bunch of little canyons, you know, not very deep, maybe 40, 50 feet. And somebody had a demolition derby car at the bottom of the canyon. Like maybe they jumped it and got up in there. And where was it? What state was it? I can't remember the damn state, but Colorado, was it? It might have been Colorado. Every single person that we passed by waved at the train. Like first I saw like a 12-year-old kid waving at, no, it was Kansas, I think. A 12-year-old kid waving at the train. I'm like, okay, that's kind of normal. It's summer, she's bored. She's got nothing to do. She might have been 13. Might have been a little too old to wave at the train. And then we drive a little further, and then there's a carload of people, and they're all waving at the train. And then we go like another couple miles, and there's like a grumpy old man, who you would think is grumpy and old, waving at the train. So everybody was waving at the train, as if it was a competition or some kind of a contest. I would say that you guys can hear the train horn. Back in the Midwest, back in Kansas, between Kansas and Chicago, that horn rang every 14 seconds. It rang a lot, but that's because they're crossing the streets. So the tracks are a lot smoother out west here than they were. So we should get a better night's sleep on the way home next week, because we'll be sleeping as soon as we get on the train. Let me think. I think that works out right. We get on the train at 4 a.m. a week from today, from Sedona. Killer Fuzz with the $5 super chat. Thank you very much, sir. Oh, that bill just means that somebody needs the car attendant. Each car has someone who takes care of your needs. And so we all share this one person, and each car has their own person. There are 4 sleeper cars on this train. We are the very first car. Basically, it's the engine and then 2 baggage cars. Baggage? We don't need no stinking baggage. We brought our bags on the train. We didn't check our bags. They have spots downstairs if you just have one bag. So there's 2 roomette cars, which, if you're just joining us, I'll show you again. This is the roomette. And right now, AJ is up above sleeping. And I could sit here perfectly fine. The bed is down. The bed does go up, but she's in it. Then there are bedroom cars. So it's the engine, 2 baggage cars, and then 2 roomette cars, and then 2 bedroom cars, and then the dining car, which is for the sleeping passengers. And then there is the viewing car, which has a glass roof on it. Most of the roof is glass, wraparound glass. We haven't spent too much time in there. We walked through there. We did go to the cafeteria car, which is behind that. And then behind the cafeteria car is all the coach cars. And so we're in room number 2, right next to the stairs and the coffee machine, and right across from the attendant. I heard this is the best one to get, the best room to get. But this is actually we got this one randomly. You know, as beautiful as that site is as the sun sets, I really wish you guys would have saw the Red Rock, but there's going to be plenty of Red Rock in Sedona. Plenty. Let's read the chat. Killer Fuzz says, I need too many oxygen. Oh, Brett says bottles to go on to eat in the dining car. Actually, tonight, they delivered our meals to us tonight. AJ had the salmon, which she said was very good. I had the salmon last night. I'm not a salmon guy, so I couldn't tell you if it was good. Last night, AJ had the skillet. What was it called? The pan skillet. She had a big steak. And tonight I had some kind of a noodle dish that was really good. And I had the shrimp, the jumbo giant shrimp, which I'll have pictures of. So you can have all of your meals delivered to the room. You don't have to go to the dining car. That's your option. All of the water and beverages are included in your ticket. So your coffee, orange juice, milk, bottles of pop or cans of pop, it's all included. But we are definitely worn up. We're definitely gonna sleep like babies tonight. They have 2 mattresses, and I gave AJ my mattress because I heard another YouTube said that she didn't really need the mattress down here. I slept on the bottom. So I gave her the mattress, which I probably won't do on the way back. This is Colorado. No, we're in New Mexico. We're well past Colorado now. As a matter of fact, we might even be entering Arizona. We just got done with Albuquerque about 45 minutes ago. We just we had a 45-minute mechanical break. People were allowed to go to the shopping center across the street. Those coach passengers that needed food and stuff. As a coach passenger, you cannot bring alcohol aboard. I heard you can as a sleeper, but you also get 1 free alcoholic beverage at night, which obviously me and AJ didn't use. I have seen some very awesome action, that's for sure. I'm seeing something new, a purple square. Oh, crowns, number 1. Oh, I guess that means you guys are top viewers of the channel if you see a purple crown. That doesn't make sense that Brett isn't, so maybe I'm wrong. Killer Fuzz, I need too many oxygen bottles. Yeah, so that's not going to be a problem on the train. However many you need. Of course, those oxygen bottles, they don't hold a lot of oxygen. I was surprised how short they run, how quickly they run out. Of course, right now I'm from 700 feet above sea level, and I can definitely feel right now. The last I checked, I was at 2,500 feet. Mama Nose says she's at like 3,500 feet, I think she said, above sea level, so I'm really gonna feel it there. I definitely do feel it. Like, not when I'm doing something, but when I'm done doing something, I can feel it. Gibby's in the house. Hello, Red, and everyone. I did not intend to live stream vertically like this because I think it kind of ruins the view. But this is what I hit the wrong button and something happened, so this is what we got. Michigan Swamp Hopper says the foothills the foothills of the Rocky Mountains. And what up, Gibby? Let me see if I can make this brighter for so I can see. Oh, there we go. Mid-Century Mellows in the house. Can you go over the cost of the itinerary? Yes. Originally we booked it late. The earlier you book, the cheaper it is. So we booked it 30 days in advance, and we paid $227 per person each way. So that's like $456 round trip. Then we upgraded to a bedroom. So $456 times 2, which is $912. And then we upgraded to the roomette. If you're just joining us, this is the roomette. This is my bed, and they turn into seats during the day. And AJ is right now up there. So that went to, I think, $1,500. And then, the $1,500 just got us the roomette home from Sedona to Chicago. And then I didn't really want to be stuck in coach. My anxiety, that's a bad cough. That sounds rough. She has been kind of not feeling the best the last 24 hours since we've been on the train. So then I didn't want to get stuck in coach from Chicago. Look at those things flashing out there. I don't think they're showing up on film. It's stuff flashing in the desert. So I didn't want to get stuck in coach from Chicago to Sedona. So there's a bid up program. So after you buy your tickets and you don't want to get stuck in coach, you can bid up into a roomette or into a full bedroom. So I bid up. The lowest bid they allowed was $418. I will tell you that I bid $455. The bid indicator indicated that bid was way too low. The highest bid I could have bid for this room was $880. So I bid $455, and 36 hours before we left, they had sent us an email saying that we won the bid, so we would be in the roomette for the way. I mostly, because my CPAP, I want to sit there and coach with my CPAP machine on. I wanted a little bit of privacy, and it was worth it to keep AJ, out of coach. Because if I figured, she does have motion sickness. We did have something very interesting happen. She has motion sickness. Sometimes we didn't know if that was going to affect her on this ride. So I had ordered a bunch of different types of motion sickness pills, and I put them in a Ziploc bag. And I gave her the Ziploc bag, but all of our luggage was downstairs before we left by the car, waiting for the Uber. So she took the motion sickness before we left the house, and neither one of us brought the motion sickness tablet to put in our luggage. And then we're sitting here realizing we're screwed because we don't have $30 worth of motion sickness pills that I ordered. I ordered way too much. She's got like 2-year supply. So now we're up Shit Creek and kind of concerned, you know, right before the train leaves, or the train's moving for about an hour or two, I think, when we figured it out. And then all of a sudden, I reach next to the seat and pull the Ziploc bag, and it was not in any luggage. It was not in my backpack. The suitcases are downstairs. And out of nowhere, the motion sickness pills are right next to us. And we don't know how it got there. They weren't in her bag. We checked my bag. We went through and checked my bag. I think we checked my bag. I can't remember when, but way early on. I mean, we already established these pills never made it out of the house. They're upstairs, locked in the house, sitting on the couch. And somehow we found them inside there. That's a kind of, you could put stuff in there, and they were deep inside there. They were not in that bag. We went through that bag thoroughly. So let's see what you guys are saying. Again, thank you very much, Killer Fuzz, for that super chat. Timeline switches. Exactly, Tracy. We just had a close friend pass away, and that was the first thing that came to my mind, because a couple years ago, the close friend was my landlord. And a few years back, you guys heard me tell stories of my landlord, Tim, who would knock cans, not push cans gently, but knock them like he hit them with a baseball bat across the room, like tin cans, like my Arnold Palmer 5-hour or Arizona iced tea would go flying across the room. A pizza box went flying, didn't fall off the counter. It flew like 8-10 feet off the counter with nobody standing by it. So first thing I thought of was Tim's wife Liz passed away the Thursday before last, and I'm like, oh, that must be Liz. Checking in, making sure Ava's got her Dramamine. And then I realized I could quit my job and just make a living dealing Dramamine on trains and boats. Like, I can make some people will pay tall money for a Dramamine on a boat or a train. Like, what am I wasting my time? Why work hard when I can work smart, right? I got the wrong line. I got to get a new line here. I'm going to be a Dramamine dealer. People are going to come to my bedroom on the Amtrak train. They're going to be paying upwards of $20 a Dramamine. Who knows? I think, right, Tracy? You can go over the celebrity deaths of the last few days. Yeah. Ozzy. Everybody probably heard about that. Hulk Hogan, I think earlier today. And now Chuck Mangione. I forgot who my guess was before Chuck Mangione died today. Neil Young. I put my money on Neil Young. Mean Wolverine. Hey man, need a Drammy for your mammy. Come to room 7 and I'll take care of you, but bring the green. Right? It's legal. It's totally legal. It's over the counter. They forgot it. And I could make so much money and live on vacation. Literally live on vacation. I don't know, it's just an idea. And Connie Peterson. What? All right. And some chef that nobody knows. This ain't stopping. Just took a Benny. So as the sun sets here, somewhere between Albuquerque and Sedona, I just wanted to share with you guys. Mama Knows has a lot planned, and she's gonna have quite an evening ahead of her with our train being a couple hours late. And we do appreciate her very much. We're probably gonna fall asleep very quickly. Yeah, so would I do this? I'll tell you this. Getting a bedroom is not better than a roomette. So you can't buy your way out of the bumpiness of the ride. But most of the bumpiness was in the Midwest, like Kansas to Chicago. And it seemed to get a bit smoother. AJ, what do you think? Is it smoother now? Be honest. A little bit. That means no. That's AJ talk for not really. She tries to put a positive spin. So Kibby says, I bet there is gold in those hills. I bet you're right. But it's much easier to sit on a boat or a train and sell Dramamine to people in their 90s. All right, people, I'm gonna end this little live stream and start making sure I got everything out of this room. It's getting dark in here if you haven't seen the room. You get one plug. That's a room light. That's another train. And that table folds in. And I'm going to go around the room and make sure we have all our belongings, because it would be awful. Oh, and why not thumbs up? What the heck? And thumbs up if you appreciate Killer Fuzz's $5 super chat. Brett S says, thank you, Red, for sharing. I'm going to be sharing so much more. Ooh, this is the cool part. I love when there's houses. I love when there's buildings. So many of these buildings are not what I'm used to construction-wise. Have a great night, everybody. Peace and love worldwide. Live your life before your life lives you. And the skies, the white parts of the sky are much redder in real life than they are where you're looking. And let's wait till we roll through this town a little bit. This is really the interesting part when you see like the motel over there. Interesting people spending their Wednesday or Thursday night. I don't even know what day it is. And this is America. America at its best. AutoZone. Yep. Even O'Reilly's across the street, just like everywhere in America. If you see an AutoZone, you're only a half a mile away from the closest O'Reilly's. It doesn't matter where you go. All right, well, I thank you guys for exploring America with me tonight. We're going to do a lot of exploring this week. We're going on a ghost hunt. We got a lot of stuff planned. I believe we're going on a safari. Out of Africa safari. Ooh, that cop's going somewhere. He's in a hurry. And this train is rocking and rolling. All right. Thank you guys for exploring America and celebrating with me. Peace and love worldwide. Live your life before your life lives you. And keep on smiling. Thank you. That giant Coke can. Okay, there's just an X. I don't know how to end this. Popo's getting somebody.